My name is Owen Hanley, and I'm an internal medicine doctor at Fairbanks Memorial Hospital. I take care of patients in the intensive care unit as well as on medical floors. There's lots to say about COVID, lots of facts and statistics, but I guess I want to share a little bit about my own experience with it, taking care of patients with it over the past 14 to 16 months here. The scale of death and dying that I've seen is unlike anything in my career. Not only are people dying at an unprecedented rate in our country and here in Fairbanks and our community, but the way they die is so awful. It's slow. They're often gasping for breath and anxious. Probably worst of all, because many of their loved ones have COVID, we can't allow them to have family in the hospital. The people that they love and who support them most in their lives aren't allowed to be here as they suffer and in some cases die. And that's a truly awful part of watching this disease happen. The other night, I saw a 42-year-old woman in the emergency room who had low oxygen levels for too long, and all of her body organs, including her brain, were shutting down. I couldn't save her. And probably worst of all was when I had to tell her husband and watched as he cried, shaking on the floor with his 4-year-old son hugging him and looking at me without any recognition or understanding of what had happened or the scope of change in his life because he no longer had a mom. And all I could think about during that was, I'm 42 just like her, and I have a young family with 2 girls. And if I was that husband sitting on the floor, I can't imagine what he was going through. And he finally asked me if there was anything he could have done to save her. And I hugged him, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that if she had been vaccinated, this wouldn't have happened. But it's true. There are so many people in the hospital with COVID-19. They universally are saying, I just didn't know it would happen to me. I didn't know it could happen to me. I didn't know it was this bad. This is something that can happen to you. This is something that's happening not just in the world, in other countries, in the lower 48. This is happening in Fairbanks, Alaska, to people we know and love.